I guess I just, I mean, you're welcome.
Here's your hosts of the MonsterCast, the Straight Edge Monster Jack and Ryan.
It's time for Mark That Tweet, my man. Are you ready for this?
It's not Raj, is it? It's too easy.
No, it's not. That was too easy. It was too easy to put Raj up there. We already talked about Raj. That's why I wanted to rant on everybody before we got up to this one, because this is a new one.
Okay. Good.
All right? I wanted to go off on everybody up to this so that we didn't just repeat it. Now, he's been on the show before. He'll be on the show again. But we got to talk about it. And it's not even really on him. It's on the report that he shared. I don't know if he works for them or what or why he shared this. Obviously, he's an idiot. But let's go ahead and put it up there. It's time for Mark That Tweet. Let's fucking go. Louis Dangor making another appearance. The feeling within WWE is that Gunther wasn't ready yet for a match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 39. It has been claimed Triple H feels that he needs another whole year, 365 more days, probably as IC champion, to be ready for such a big, huge, Omas-sized opportunity. More on @GiveMeSport. Now, does he work for @GiveMeSport, do you know? Or is he just sharing something stupid because he agreed with it?
That's a good question. I would assume he does if he's bothering to tell them out.
This seems like a really, because if I'm not working for them and I think that is an asinine article, I'm not sharing the article.
He's the lead WWE writer for GiveSport.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. Okay, then you are definitely a part of this. We're marking Louis Dangor's dumbass tweet, and I love terrible wrestling takes on the show. Whoa. Don't fucking start.
Hold on. He's reporting the feeling within WWE. He's not saying that's his opinion.
Come on, man.
He said Triple H feels. He didn't say, I think.
There's no way Triple H feels that way. This man created this shit in his own head and fucking reported it. I'm telling you. Fucking everyone except for Dave Meltzer, which sometimes is also wrong. I will say that he's wrong a lot of times. But he has sources within, so it's not like he's not... Louis Dangor is fucking just posting this because Zero News DM'd him or some shit, or Ringside News fucking DM'd him. It's not the same. SRS and Dave Meltzer are really the only credible fucking sources out there at the moment for wrestling. If you like the behind-the-scenes shit...
Well, Fightful in general, a lot of different...
Yeah, well, Fightful, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Fightful in general, yes. Fightful and Wrestling Observer, I'll say that. How about that? They are the only two credible ones. Like, even PWI has a bunch of kayfabe, right? So they have a lot of good reporters, and I think Righteous Reg works for PWI if I'm not mistaken. But they also work for Fightful as well, to some degree, because they have a Grap City podcast through Fightful Select. So I'm pretty sure I heard Righteous Reg say that he worked for PWI or was a reporter for PWI or some shit like that one time in a scrum.
I know he's written for them. I don't know if he still does. I know he does.
Okay. So you don't know if it was a full-time thing. He just could be freelance.
I know he writes for them.
Well, yeah. Okay. So anyway, so those, I'll throw PWI in there. Those three publications, but the other two more so. If you're into that segment of wrestling, the behind-the-scenes stuff and the rumors and the news and stuff like we talk about on here all the time and rant about, those are the only two really credible sources. Three, if you count PWI. All this other shit. @GiveMeSport, Zero News, Ringside News,
listen, you rant.
The Circle Jerk. Nah, I'm good.
I discuss calmly. You rant.
You used to rant all the time until you got the medication right. I don't have any medication. All right, let's be real about this. I will rant until I get my CBD gummies again. I promise you.
I'm a normal man now. I have very normal and measured takes on wrestling now.
My chemical imbalance, I love it. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's explode on the screen. I don't care. I'm about to be like fucking JD from NY. I'm just going to start shouting nonsense. I'm so done. It's so dumb. Shit like that. But anyway, this is fucking dumb. There's no way Triple H feels that way. None.
He's the one that was originally pushing Walter back when Walter was Walter. and then he's the one that obviously wanted him pushed up to the main roster and everything. Yeah,
Triple H booked the fucking Rumble. Everybody was talking about how smoothly the Rumble went. Guess what happened in that Rumble? Gunther chopped the fucking shit out of Brock Lesnar. People were going fucking nuts when they went face to face. It was a Keith Lee Lesnar moment almost. How are you going to tell me that he's not ready? No, that's just Lesnar didn't want to fucking work with Gunther at WrestleMania, and that's it. There's no way that Omas can be ready for Lesnar at WrestleMania in that spot, but fucking Gunther is not. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Well, hold on. It could be that they weren't ready to have Gunther go over Lesnar, but didn't want him to lose to Lesnar because they're still trying to build his stock. But they can do the Omas match because Omas is obviously not going to win, and Omas is just he's gonna go under. So
okay, so you're telling me that Gunther's not ready to beat Lesnar?
From a character perspective, I think it's more that not ready for Lesnar to be taking losses to regular roster members like a Gunther. I think that makes more sense.
The only reason that Gunther's not in a match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania is because he has the IC title, and Triple H likes the IC title, so he wants it predominantly featured on the fucking biggest show of the year. That's the only reason.
Well,
if Gunther didn't have the IC title right now and this story came out, you would think that that's accurate? That Triple H feels that Gunther is not ready for fucking Lesnar?
So when they say ready for such a big opportunity, I still feel like that the calling it a big opportunity specifically refers to him going over. And I think what they're saying is that they haven't done enough build on Gunther yet to give him the win over Lesnar. I don't think it's about him being able to have a match. I think they haven't built his character to a point where they feel like Gunther going over Lesnar is credible enough to not severely damage Lesnar, if that makes more sense. I don't agree. I think this is fucking stupid. I think the stupid part that we could pick apart is that he's clearly ready. He's been wrestling for almost 20 fucking years. He's in the best shape of his life. He's doing some of the best work of his life. He's the only thing that's made the Intercontinental title in the last 6 fucking reigns. This is a dumb point of view, but if they're specifically saying, I don't think that we've built him up enough yet to give him the win over Lesnar without it hurting Lesnar too much, then I see what I don't agree, but I would see they're saying more than them just saying, oh, we're not ready to put him in a big spot. What if he can't handle the pressure? That's not what I think they're saying. I
was checking my ears to see if they were as red as my shirt right now because I'm so angry right now. Look, I agree with Macho Manny. What would you think the reason would be if they have Omos beat Lesnar? Would y'all be surprised? April 3rd in the morning, post-show of WrestleMania Night 2, if we come on here and Omos beat fucking Lesnar, what are you going to say then, Ryan? What are you going to say then?
I'm going to say Omos is ready, baby.
Man, I will delete the show from existence if you come on here and say that
supremacy.
Shit. There's no reason why fucking Gunther would not be ready and Omos if Omos wins, Macho Manny, I swear to God, if Omos beats Lesnar at fucking WrestleMania, dude, I'm telling you right now that this story is the biggest fucking heaping pile of bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Fucking Gunther is loved by fucking Triple H. There's no way that Triple H thinks that. I'm cool with Vince saying I don't think he's ready for a big opportunity. But to say in your article that Triple H, of all the people back there, feels that he needs a whole nother year to be ready for a big opportunity is the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
Listen.
I already know Vince is back because he booked Omos to fucking versus Lesnar in the first fucking place. So Vince is the one that doesn't think Gunther's ready, not Triple H. There's no way. Zero chance.
Okay, 2 questions. How tall is Brock Lesnar?
Not taller than Omos.
Right, and how
I don't think it's taller than Gunther.
How tall is Gunther?
Taller than Lesnar.
But
what?
But not taller than Omos. Omos is ready, baby.
Was Giant Gonzalez ready for Undertaker at WrestleMania? We never fucking heard from him again.
He was ready
what
for
are you talking about?
He had the match.
Holy shit. He didn't win the match? You thought Giant Gonzalez was ready? You thought Giant Gonzalez was ready for Undertaker?
The Giant Gonzalez opportunity was just the match itself. The Omos opportunity is Omos Mania. Okay? He's got to go over. I got Omos winning this.
There's no way that Triple H said this shit.
By clean pinfall, 1 minute, 22 seconds.
I will call Triple H right fucking now and ask him on this show, point blank, dude, Do you really think somebody needs to ask him in the conference call? Like, just straight up ask him. I'm so tired of the bullshit, pussyfooting around questions that they always give on these stupid conference calls before a pay-per-view. Let's just ask him straight up. Do you think Gunther is a big enough star to go against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? Yes or no? And then just leave it at that. I don't want no bullshit managerial fucking response because you got to protect the Omas versus Lesnar match.
No.
Answer me the goddamn question.
He's going to say, it's not about that. It's a spectacle. People want to see it. He's a really big guy. Brock Lesnar's a really big guy. You have the spectacle of two really big guys, and they
yes.
go
Love
together.
The Triple H. Love the Triple H. But here's the deal. Even your fucking Triple H impression, while maybe accurate, you cannot tell me that no one wants to see Gunther versus Lesnar, because if we didn't, we wouldn't even be having the goddamn conversation when this stupid fucking article came out.
It's not a spectacle, okay?
Bullshit, it was a spectacle at Royal Rumble. Besides the Logan Paul Ricochet fucking thing, that's the only thing we were talking about coming out of the match was when Gunther was chopping the fuck out of Lesnar, and Lesnar was like, oh shit, you just hit me for real. You could see Lesnar was pissed. He was not expecting that shit. I want to see these two motherfuckers fight.
Listen, Omas 7 you can't.
Lesnar fucking said no because Lesnar don't want to get his fucking ass kicked by Gunther in that fucking match.
Well, then you tell the story of the match being Brock Lesnar always finding the way to avoid the chops until he wins.
You can't if the match doesn't take place. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying if that was the reason why. If he's just like,
oh
no,
my
you
god, what the
then you
fuck?
just the way you book the match is that the whole match he's avoiding the chops. Listen.
What match? They're not
Omas?
fighting.
I'm saying if they were, that's how you would book the match. I don't think that's the reason.
You got me sounding like fucking Mad Dog Russo on this fucking show right now. I'm telling you right now, Triple H does not feel that Gunther needs a whole nother year to be ready for such a big opportunity. And by the way, there's rumors going around, by the way, depending on how this fucking sale goes, that Omas could actually beat Lesnar and he'd be putting somebody over on his way out because he's been telling people that he's close to that he's pretty much wrapping it up right now for his career.
Well, if anybody's
So
ready
we
for
might
it,
not
Omas.
ever get Gunther versus fucking Brock Lesnar, and that's bullshit. I don't want to fucking have a world where we had Omas versus Brock Lesnar, but not Gunther versus Brock Lesnar, not Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar, but goddamn, we got fucking Omas to look back on.
Listen, Omas is ready, okay? I've seen his matches.
That's what they
very
want
tall.
too, Macho Manny. That's literally the entire reason why this whole fucking program even exists, because he can't suplex him, let alone F5 him. That's the entire fucking story going into this match. Because MVP said, you can't German suplex Omas. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, he can. It almost takes no effort for Lesnar to do that. I've seen him do it to Big Show.
And it'd probably
That's
be
the dumbest
safer
shit
for
I've ever
Omas 'cause
heard.
He's going to have way more to land on than his fucking head. He's going to have his
He's
whole
going to
shoulder
F5
base.
him, and it's going to be replayed 20 times like the fucking UFO from Cesaro to fucking Seth Rollins that got Cesaro no closer to any world title because he lost to Brock Lesnar as well. That's what they're going to do on Raw and SmackDown for the fucking foreseeable future after WrestleMania. You'll get to see a bunch of fucking photographs because they don't want to show you the video because they want you to pay for the replay, but they'll show you one clip, and guess what that clip's gonna be? Brock Lesnar F5ing Omas, because goddamn it, nobody remembers Andre versus Hogan because we only remember shit from 2009 and above. So we gotta fucking have a new one because no one knows what the fuck wrestling history is, and you gotta have 10 goddamn minutes of vignettes to figure out what the fuck happened to every goddamn wrestler that's ever existed.
You have to remember, you're old, okay? A lot of the people.
I'm older. I'm not old.
We're both fucking old. If you think about 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago was 2003. And 2003 wrestling was, a pretty high point in wrestling, but even that was like post WCW. We grew up with WCW. Like, this is old shit. If you think about how far away Andre the Giant and Hogan were for us at that age, some of the shit is further away for people that watch stuff. Like, some of the Stone Cold shit is further away now than Hogan was for us when we were kids.
And If social media and streaming service didn't exist, I would be 100% on your side, bro. But guess what? I wasn't even born yet when fucking WrestleMania 1 happened. I wasn't born until later that year in 85 or 80, I think it was 85. 85 when fucking Hogan slammed Andre, right? At WrestleMania 1. I still fucking know about it. I still take the time to go back and learn what the fuck happened, even though I was a little kid and didn't understand it at the time. That's not a fucking reason to be obtuse about situations in wrestling history. Sorry, you have the access to everything in front of you. We didn't. We didn't have that access. So if I know it, they should fucking know it.
I mean, wasn't that slam on Andre in WrestleMania?
And I'm not
3?
talking about like every fan. I'm talking about the ones that are complaining about the shit on Twitter. That's the ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about fucking little girl, fucking 8-year-old girl coming on fucking Twitter not knowing anything. I'm not gonna fucking bash these people, right? But the people that are complaining about dumb shit, no, I fully intend to bash them as much as I can. Okay? Because you can tell me fucking Doug and Danny Basham's entire fucking SmackDown career, but you can't tell me about Hogan and fucking Andre?
Brother, if they're 20 years old and they've been watching wrestling since they were 10, they've still only been watching wrestling since 2013. You understand that, right?
So what? I'm not talking about people that are 10 years old.
No. If they're 20, if they are 20 years old right now, and they started watching it when they were 10, they've only been watching wrestling since 2013.
I understand that.
So they have 10 years of watching wrestling, but you're talking about shit that happened like fucking almost 4 years ago.
Okay.
And you're saying, oh,
Peacock has existed. I mean, not Peacock, but WWE Network existed. What year did WWE Network come out?
I don't know.
You've had access to it the entire time. It's not my fault if you're not doing the work, Raj. I don't care.
Doing the work? Why didn't you go back and watch every old fucking WrestleMania, nerd?
Wrestling is wrestling is so much weirder than every other sport, right? Because
it's weirder than shows in general. Like even with soap operas and shit.
It's literally its own thing. It's really its own thing. We talk about all the differences all the time. People complain about certain promos and shit and label that fucking person racist in real life. But if somebody else does that same thing on a Walking Dead episode, oh, that's not racist. That's their character. We separate it when we want to separate it, and we don't when we don't, right? The other thing is stuff like this, where if in the NBA has a NBA TV, I don't know if they actually have a streaming service. NFL has the NFL Network or whatever. They play old games on there. I'm never going on there to watch old games, but I'll go back and watch a fucking old wrestling match a fucking 100 times. That for some reason is such a different thing for me than other sports. So like I said, wrestling is such a hugely different fucking thing, conglomerate. It's its own huge fucking thing away from everything else. It's literally its own entity, right? So I don't have a fucking excuse for Raj not knowing who the fuck Vikino is because he fucking came in with no 10-minute motherfucking promo package to explain who he is. I can't give Raj a slide on that. If we're talking about somebody that's only been watching it for 10 years or whatever, and they didn't have money to buy their own fucking streaming service and their parents wouldn't buy it for them, but they would buy them fucking Fortnite bucks, then that's okay. Whatever. I don't care. That's cool with me. But Raj?
First of all.
Raj?
Old man.
Raj? Raj is older than me.
Maybe. I have to look it up.
He owned his own fucking site, Wrestling Inc.
Yeah, maybe
before he sold it or got rid of it or whatever. He was the one running it. And he's the one saying dumb shit like this. This Louis Dangor fella here. Moron.
Louis is young, though.
Okay.
Well, that's sort of the point that I was getting at.
WWE Gareth. Don't know how old he is. Dumb.
Shit. I don't care about that guy. Yeah, if you look up a picture of this
man, Macho Manny, when did you start watching wrestling, bro? Let me ask you a question. Let's get in here right quick. Let's get personal on here. When did you start watching wrestling? Where did you start watching wrestling where you actually like understood and followed it from week to week, I should say?
All right, so I just found an article about Louis Dangor when he was in school because he made the news back in 2014 for shaving his head to raise money for a hospital. Okay, it's the same kid, the same guy, because it's got a picture of him. He looks exactly the same except younger here. And he was 14 in 2000. Hold on, let me find it again. He was 14 in 2014. So he's only 9 years older than that now. He's 23. So exactly like what I was talking about. Like, if he's been watching wrestling since he was 13, he's only been watching it for 10 years.
But for a kneel fist in the air for WWE fucking person, shouldn't he fucking have access to Peacock and WWE Network when it existed? Shouldn't he fucking be doing some kind of homework, some kind of history for somebody that now has his own fucking thing with articles that he runs?
Again, I was talking more about casual people, but you brought up his age.
I'm bringing up these people because these are the people that are making dumbass fucking takes on a consistent basis with these crumbs of fucking fake credibility behind them to make other people think that they know what the fuck they're talking about. That's my issue, is those people.
But what I'm saying is that this tweet, I understand that he wrote the article, but he's writing about a sense of something that's been reported by someone else. It's not his opinion, right? He says Triple H. But he does it.
I'm not saying this particular article. Just in general, he says stupid shit like this all the time, though.
Oh,
and I still don't believe it. I think he made this up. I'm under the firm fucking belief that he made this dumb shit up.
All right, let's look up the article.
Macho Manny says, I remember the first ever pay-per-view that my parents ordered that I watched was The Rock versus Chris Benoit. I think it was a No Mercy in like 2000. That's awesome. And now you're about to make my point for me, because when I mentioned Lex Express earlier, which was in 1994, you knew exactly what I was talking about. Now, how did you know what I was talking about, Macho Manny? Because you were paying attention to some kind of history fucking documentary, or you went back on your own and watched something on the fucking WWE Network or Peacock, which this motherfucker, Louis Dangor, clearly doesn't do, which Raj clearly doesn't do. That's my whole point.
Macho Man is a fucking nerd. That's why he's in here watching us.
Macho Man, you're a fucking nerd.
Why do you know that? Why do you know about Lex Express? Explain.
With how many fucking tweets Louis Dangor and Raj put out on goddamn Twitter, they got plenty of time to go watch that shit.
Oh fuck. I got so into it. Blockbuster VHS.
That's right, baby. We had Blockbuster.
Holy
we didn't have
shit.
a streaming service. We didn't have a streaming service. We had fucking Blockbuster and Hollywood fucking Video, and I still got my shit in. Still got my shit in like Brian Cage, son. Still watched it. Still fucking studied it. Still memorized it. Shut up. Shut up.
He said Blockbuster VHS. Oh shit. We are old. All right. Give me.
Come on. Come on, dude. I had a motherfucking Great American Bash, the first ever one when they went on tour. I had that video.
Wait. So I was trying to find this fucking article, right? I found another article. February 24th. Headline: Triple H loves highly rated star. Could be next in line for world title. Triple H absolutely loves Gunther and could be set to give him a main event run in WWE in 2023, Gimme Sport has learned. In an interview with WrestleVotes, Gimme Sport was told that Gunther is one of the stars that is next in line for a spot at the top of the card. How the fuck does that make sense if next we're saying that now Triple H feels he needs another year? That was just a month ago. That wasn't even a month ago.
So he obviously was still IC champion, because he's almost been IC champion for 300 days now. So I was going to say, if it was before the IC run, I could understand what he was talking about, and they just view the IC run as the top of the card. But if it's obviously during that same run, then yes, no, he completely is contradicting himself. There's no way, I'm telling you, there's no way Triple H, who ran fucking gold and black NXT, who brought fucking Gunther in, there's no way that Triple H is going to fucking just be like, nah, one of my people ain't ready. He brought back fucking Hit Row. Okay? He brought back Johnny Gargano. He brought back Candice LeRae. He brought back fucking Tegan Knox. You're not going to sit there and tell me that Gunther is not fucking ready in Triple H's eyes. Sorry. It's not happening.
I mean, this report was literally a month ago, and he's like, Triple H loves him, could be next in line for world title.
He's literally running a fucking Extreme Warfare Revenge fucking article thing where just random ass shit generated and he's posting it. There's no fucking way Triple H thinks that. None.
Maybe he's using ChatGPT. He said, give me an article about Triple H's possible opinion of Gunther. Oh, fuck.
All right, man. I got a headache. I gotta get out of here.
All right. I appreciate that, by the way, Manny. That was nice of you to say.
What do you say? I actually enjoy watching y'all because of out of the million people who podcast wrestling, you guys have a unique way of making it entertaining, very proportionate, and I like y'all's ability to articulate every story, match people, and by piece, make it more enjoyable to listen to. I appreciate that as well, very much so. Although today was a crazier day than usual. I knew I was gonna come in today, and I tried so hard to steer away from some of these topics because I knew I was gonna fucking go off. I haven't even had any caffeine. I got a motherfucking Starry and a water. So could you imagine if I had a fucking energy drink right now? It would be fucking over. Konami's knocked the fuck out over here.
Jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I don't even think do I have my dog cam? Oh wait, look at Konami. He's knocked the fuck out, dude.
I was wondering why he was being quiet today.
He's tired of hearing me yell. It's like, maybe I shouldn't get on his bad side today. He's yelling. I don't know if he's yelling at me. Maybe I'll just go to sleep. I don't know what's going on. But he's knocked out behind me. Fucking Louis Dangor. Before we get out of here, I gotta play your favorite clip of the fucking show for Mark That Tweet. Here we go.
You don't know shit! Your opinions suck! You fucking Mark!
Get the fuck out of here, Louis Dangor. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Shut down your Give Me Sport fucking site right now. It sucks.
Hey, maybe he writes better about other sports. There's other sports than wrestling.
Oh God, he has terrible takes on all sports. It's not just wrestling. Oh Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
Hey guys, did you like that video? If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also catch full episodes of the MonsterCast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. And you can also catch us live every Sunday on Twitch. All links in the description below, along with some sweet merch from yours truly, the MonsterCast. Deuces.